in another world that was not a fallen world, Ed would be a man of central importance, and everything he had left would be treasured and kept carefully intact.
Wonderfully said, Whitley.
Yeah, but not in this world. In this world, the people who have access to the truth are thrown aside like a bunch of old rags.
You remember the old saying, casting the pearls before swine?
Oh, yes, it's so true. And Ed got himself nearly beaten to death for doing that.
You are so right, and I'll tell you, it's been 20 years. This September will be 20 years for me in my quest, and I have not lost 1 ounce of enthusiasm, of love, of exactly what you're saying. And I think until I die, I will be on this quest. And like I said, the funny thing is, I'm not really qualified. I'm not really qualified scientifically to do this.
But the condition of science is such that no one who is qualified scientifically is qualified to do this, unless you have an open mind and you don't know what they are telling you isn't true, and you don't know what the truth is and isn't. Unless you have that kind of an open mind, you're never going to be able to see this. If you had that kind of an education, it would be blinding. It's like putting pokers in your eyes, in the eyes of your soul.
Exactly.
To have that kind of an education in this world. You're better off, believe me, the way you are.
I guess I hadn't thought about it that way. I'm too dumb to know I don't know.
Well, that's your strength. That's your intelligence speaking right there.
Well, and you know, Whitley, I guess what struck me, people have asked me what possessed you for 10 years to research this. And I think, Whitley, it's that how in the world is it possible that this man could do this, and yet he's been swept under the rug, like you said.
Right.
We get on airplanes, and don't get me wrong, I've never been to Stonehenge. I'd love to go. I've not been to the Great Pyramid. I'd love to go. But here it's like one man wrote me a wonderful email. He said, Joe, you don't even need to waste your time at the Stonehenge or the Great Pyramid. You've got them all. You've got the Incas, you got the pyramid, you got the stone, you got everybody. Ed took the collection of all those people, put it so that we could see it right there at Coral Castle, and yet people drive by it, Whitley, only thinking of Key West.
Yeah.
They drive by the greatest scientific instrument on the earth.
As if it wasn't there.
As if it was, right.
Yeah.
It's just a blob. And I've had people tell me, oh, that's just a blob of stones. I don't know why you got so excited over that.
Well, it's like the ancient Romans in what is now Iraq. There were oil pools open to the ground, and they didn't like it because they didn't use it as fuel because they didn't like the way the fumes smelled.
Yeah. Yeah.
They had no idea what they had, and it's the same is true with the Greeks and the little steam engines they used to build as toys. They didn't understand what they had, and we don't understand what we have.
We don't, and I'll tell you, I'm so thankful, Whitley, to voices like you, because here's the weird thing. I did this work, and I'm not taking any credit at all. This is all Ed. I stand in the background. I only wanted to focus the light on Ed. I have no, I don't care about getting rich or famous. I had an obsession to tell the world about this man, and nobody. I had network executives at NBC, ABC. When I wrote them, I said, I don't care if you don't feature my book. Why don't you do a story on Coral Castle Sunday morning with Bill Geist or anybody? Go down there, and they said, Joe, it is wrong of you to say that this man knows the secret of the Great Pyramid. You cannot make that claim. And I just, Whitley, I'm talking about producers at NBC, ABC, CBS, and I said, look, don't take my word for it. B.J. Cathy, these are scientists. These are people way above me who are saying, yes, he knew the secret of the Great Pyramid, and yet they will still not give the man credit. So I guess that is what made me determined, Whitley, to write this book if anybody did not listen to me. And I'll tell you, if it weren't for friends like you speaking these and letting people hear this word, people would still be in the dark. So I
still be in the dark.
I say thank you for giving me the opportunity just to tell about the man.
Well, Joe, thank you so much for a great interview. And when you've got your book ready, we'll come back to you and we'll talk a little bit more about Carl's Castle. This is Whitley Strieber for our UnknownCountry.com subscribers. Thank you very much for listening in. I know you enjoyed it as much as I do, and I certainly hope and wish you all the best in your quest, Joe Bullard, for the secrets of Ed Litzgallon, and thanks so much for being with us.
Thank you, Whitley. Appreciate it.